I love the Upper West Side. I think it's one of the things that's quite interesting about it for me is you get a real mix of people. You've got families, lots of kids, you've got singles, you've got college students, because you're not that far from Columbia. Well, I know in my building we have it's an old co-op. There's a lot of people there's a good number of people there that are from pre-conversion, and we've got a couple of opera singers, writers. There's a large number of artists, computer CAD/CAM people, a real mix of kind of creative talent, and you definitely have your lawyers, doctors, and Indian chiefs as well. I think the neighborhood varies block by block. I mean, I think Broadway, pretty much anywhere in Manhattan. Unfortunately, you've got CVS, Duane Reade, all of the small chain stores. But I think you've also, one of the things I've noticed, I've been there about coming up on 8 years now, is a lot of interesting restaurants, smaller stores. There's a lot of old buildings, a lot of pre-war co-ops, great charm. Most are co-ops. There are some rentals. There's some new post-war stock as well in the neighborhood. And just recently there have been, along Broadway, a couple of high-rise modern towers. A bunch of them have been built. It's been somewhat controversial. Some people love it, some people hate it. Further away you get, I think, from the park and the river, probably the less expensive it is. Obviously anything on Riverside Drive or that faces Central Park, tend to be a little bit pricier. The other thing I love about it is the option of kind of being in between two parks. You're never more than a couple of blocks away. You got Central Park east of where I live, and then you got Riverside Park, which is, I think, one of the city's really hidden treasures, or not so hidden. On the top level, you've got the long park along Riverside Drive itself. You go down a level, and there's another long promenade that goes, I think, from 72nd Street all the way up to, I think, 110th or so. And there's flower gardens and a couple of really great dog walks. You'll go down another level, and then there's ball fields, skateboarding rinks, and that's just on one side of the highway. You can then go onto the other side of the highway, and it's the bike path that runs the full length of Manhattan. There are tennis courts. I think the neighborhood is very safe. I ride the subway home at 11 o'clock midnight. I don't think twice about it. The service on the 123 line, that's another great advantage of that neighborhood, is very frequent subway service. And the buses are great too. I think if you work way downtown, if you're Wall Street, it can be a bit of a subway commute or a bit of a cab commute to get up to the hundreds. But other than that, if you're working in Midtown or anywhere on the West Side, I think it's pretty easy to get. I mean, I get pretty much anywhere Village North in 20 minutes, half an hour.